Bam. Hey, it is Maverick Monday and we are on. Hopefully you can hear us, you can see us. Everything is good. We are live. And actually, wanted to cheers to the morning. And we have a little
We are
special cheers
so
happening.
swagged out with Brave and Expand. We've got Brave and Expand for like the last week.
So
Cheers,
good.
babes.
Cheers.
Without
Boom.
spilling coffee all over you.
And did you notice? Yes, of course
Yeah,
you noticed. I think we're obvious, aren't we?
I
Are we
know.
marketing here?
But no. Well, yes. And I was looking. You're looking at the screen,
Wow.
and we're like, we look like a bunch of penguins. And our daughter agrees.
Penguins.
Oh,
In the
we're
house.
two penguins, braving the Monday storm.
Yes.
No, it's not a storm. We're just here. We're stoked to be here.
We're rocking. The
We
morning
are.
has started. We hope you guys this morning has started well. We are ready to roll.
Yes.
And we're excited. It's a new day. We've got just some great stuff today we want to share. We had planned originally to talk about like the marketing side of your business, right? To brave and expand through the crazy storms and all that stuff. But I think that we wanted to hit on something, kind of switch it up. We're switching things up. Switch.
Yeah, from your regularly scheduled program. So this series will actually go one more week. So next week we'll wrap this series up with marketing, like Mike was saying. But
Yes.
one thing we felt like we were like, we were out to lunch with some friends yesterday, and it kind of spurred the idea of, you know what, to have a brand that's going to brave and expand. It's not just about these 6 points that we're sharing with you over these last few weeks.
Right.
Although they're extremely important, we left out one, and that is to, as the founder, you are going to have to be ready and willing to rise and rise again. And
Yep.
what do we mean by that? You're going to have to be stinking gritty. Like,
That's right.
especially when you launch, right, babe?
That's true. Very much so. There's a component to having a brand in place, right? And you can have it all looking fabulous.
Yeah.
Fabulous, I mean, and I got to say that right. And your brand is like on point. You've done all the work, the previous work, like all the previous weeks we've gone through, each point, right? You go to the detail, you are looking extravagant online. It is amazing. You're
Yeah,
stoked,
you have
you're
that
happy,
clarity,
you're proud,
you're,
right?
yeah.
And then you go to market and you go to put this out before the public, and hopefully there has been a little bit of that product market fit or service that you've already done tests and stuff like that. But as soon as you hear or get resistance or you feel like, really no traction, it's kind of mellow, it's quiet. And all of a sudden, the wind has gone out of the sails and you're in pause mode. Are you going to continue on? Or if a storm hits and all of a sudden, boom, you feel it. You feel it in your finances. You feel it in your personal life. You're like, wow, this is a little stressful. Well, hey, are you going to just pack it up and say, we're done. We're done. We're not going to go any further. Or will you brave? Will you continue to have that, boom, resistance and ability to stand up and go, I'm going to rise and rise again until this is fulfilled, until it's doing what it's supposed to, and to get traction and continue to build the relationships you're hoping for.
Yeah, absolutely. We just really want to, now today's morning live, Maverick Monday, might not be for everyone. You might be like, dude, I'm cranking. My business is going.
Right.
I'm awesome.
I'm
you are awesome. Awesome. Keep charging. Keep being awesome. But
good
this
morning.
we really felt on our hearts especially for those in the beginning. We kind of like remembered, okay, let's go back a few years and be like, okay, let's put ourselves back in those shoes.
Totally.
And how were we feeling then? And
What?
there were some rough days, you guys. There were days where,
Oh, man.
I think we've mentioned it a few times. We were very open and transparent with
true.
our struggles in the beginning, and
Yeah.
not everyone's gonna have as gnarly of time launching as what we did.
Right.
It took us some painful moments, and that's why our passion is to help others too, so they avoid those painful moments.
Yeah.
But
We've got scars too. I can show you like different parts of my body that
they're not from me. They're not from me.
maybe one, but
Maybe
no, the rest
one.
are all me. Just running into walls or getting scratched on the productions, or I mean, it was wild. So that is true. That there is going to be the physical things that are going to happen, mental, spiritual, for sure. There's going to be there anytime you go to do something that you're super amped about, you're stoked about, there is going to be a challenge. The guys who've been stepping up to higher levels, right? Olympic elite athlete levels, or it doesn't matter what it is.
Or
but
big business levels.
right? Big brands, brands that are crushing it right now. They weren't crushing it maybe 10 years ago because when they first launched, everyone has this ability to kind of like have a foresight, right? And maybe they have tested the market, and maybe they have put out this epic looking design and put thought in the process, and they've done everything right. And then as soon as they put it out there, and they don't just rely on a little bit of information, they go the distance, right? And they want to test it out, even to the point of giving it more than they think. You know, it could be like, oh, we're going to do it this many months, and we're going to stretch it out and see how this does. What's the results? What kind of, and analyze and look into the, like, we talk about this a lot too with businesses that don't go far enough and test the waters in specific realms. And there's a I want to say a combination of things, right? It's not just one way. It's not just, hey, we put it before our demographic and they haven't bought, so what's going on? And it's too soon, right? There are measurements that you want to take and track for sure. But I think what helps is, even for us, is getting those micro commitments, right? Small steps to someone to understand who you are, right?
Yeah, there's definitely it's a process.
Yes.
And we don't want you to think that like, oh man, I'm gonna get my brand in place and I'm gonna launch and then no, what you're telling me, no sales? No, that's not what we're telling you. We're telling you that that's why we're guiding you through these 6 weeks
Right.
with these elements of
Right.
building an epic brand, so that when you do launch, it's a success. But
Yes.
there might be a chance or a time. There might be. There will be. Let's just be honest.
It's
There
more
will
like
be a time where things don't go
Yeah.
the way you had envisioned and
Right.
planned. And we're here to tell you and encourage you.
True.
Get the frick back up when that happens.
on.
Like, don't stay down.
Yes.
Get back up. The ones that have succeeded in business, a lot of them will tell you that they failed at some point or one,
Right.
but maybe
Right.
a failure led to their greatest success. So like, just keep at it. I mean, I remember I was like, I'm going to be really honest on this morning's thing and be like,
Oh,
for
man.
those of you who are like maybe just feeling like I just don't know, or I've tried and I've failed, or
right.
I just feel like giving up. This is for you. Like, don't give up. Like, take this as this was a change in the plan of our Maverick Mondays for you. Like,
Right.
do not give up.
Right. And it's not a matter, we keep saying to this, a lot of times they say, what if? And a lot of times it's what if, but we try not to think that way, but it's more like it's going to happen at some point. It's more like when is it going to happen? There's going
Yeah.
to be a point where you feel extremely tired. Like even this morning, we're like, whoo, are we ready for this? Are we ready? And to be honest with you, we're like, wow, we pushed it last night. We did a lot of like this internal thinking, processing. Last night was just like a personal moment, right? And to be honest with you, perfectly honest, we pushed the hours, right? Late. And I was like, oh man, are we still going to do our Maverick Monday tomorrow? Tomorrow morning?
We're here.
And we're here. We are here. And it's because we see like, okay, are we going to stick to our word, right? And that's the one thing that we've learned as well from examples. There's so many people who are saying, if you haven't made the effort to get up and keep going, there's going to be in your own mind, your soul, who you're being, it's going to be that all of a sudden you're not resisting anymore. You're just passive and I'm done. I'm
Yeah.
like, I just want to sleep in. I'd rather just sleep in, and I'm going to get
No.
cozy and pull the blanket back up.
Yeah, and that's something that, like, dang, if you can, one thing that's we're gonna hit on in our next series. We've got some awesome stuff for the summer planned
Yes,
for
we
you
do.
guys.
Yes, we do.
But is as the founder, showing up is so important. That consistency in the beginning, especially in the beginning. I mean, but forever, like just showing up when you don't feel like it, and getting back up and getting back up.
Yes.
And then the breakthroughs will happen. And there's been, I think that the hardest things for us in launching, Maverick and getting
right.
here was the financial part and then the marriage part, like working
Right.
together.
Ooh.
Those were the
Speak some of
two.
that.
I know, being honest, right? Being vulnerable. Those were the two hardest things.
Yeah,
And
yes.
getting, I remember there was
True.
there's two stories that really resonate. And I'm like, which one should I share? I don't know.
You could share it was all you, and you were making big mistakes, and just kidding. No, it was.
And the marriage part was all you, Sophia. I like that, babe. And I forgot to put on my ring. I know when people see like no rings, they're like, is your marriage in trouble? I just forgot my ring on my nightstand this morning.
And she forgot it yesterday too.
I know,
We're going
at
to lunch
church.
with a couple, and
After
I'm like,
church.
wow.
And I saw them eyeing my hand that I don't have a ring. I don't want it to be like, we're not in trouble. Don't worry. I just
thankfully
forgot my
we know
ring.
them well enough. It
Yeah.
wasn't like everything okay there between you two.
Yeah.
No, but hey, I want to mention Dinah. She got it right. She's hitting on that point. And
I love
remember
that
you mentioned this
acronym.
before. Yeah,
Yes.
the FAIL. First attempt in learning, right?
So good.
And that alone right there spells it out. It really, truly, and literally does. Spells it out. She put an F for first, right? And every word means a lot. Where you are, the attempt that you make, you can't just expect to be, bam, spot on every time. People who train for years and years and years, right? As athletes at that Olympic level, like we mentioned, have not just done it twice.
No, you're
They've
going to need
bobsledded
to.
twice, and now they're going to go down and race, right?
The
And
bobsled.
hit time. Man, those guys are hitting high speeds, and if they have not learned, it's danger zone.
Yeah.
They could get killed, like
Yeah.
kilt, I
Oh
should
gosh,
say.
now we're getting
Dangerous,
weird.
right? And it's bad. But if you think about this, we take these things sometimes even on our minds when we're pushing, extra time into our businesses, our brands. We want to make them epic. We want to do excellent work every time. And even our personalities we're going to do this excellent. Doesn't matter if we have to do it 16 times. But sometimes that alone will make you kind of push your own limits. And then you get that, oh man, I'm a little tired. I'm a little fuzzy. And are you going to stay on it to the point where I've got this dialed in, like that whole, like, a person knows the pattern that's going down the ice, right?
Yeah.
And knows exactly where the turns are, the timing,
Because they've done
the
it
angle.
hundreds of times
Right.
before. They've practiced. They've shown up.
Boom.
And that's what
It's
we
not
want
gonna crash and burn.
No, we want to encourage you guys just train your grit muscles. Like if you want to have a brand that will brave and expand, get those grit muscles strong. Because here's the deal: when you come out with a brand that resonates with you as the founder, with your specific with that look, that message tailored to them, not everyone's gonna like it.
Right.
And that's the point.
Right.
And so you got to build some tough skin. I remember when we first launched Maverick, we got some feedback from people that are like, why is there so much surf stuff or like athletics? Like, what is that?
True. We even got
Yeah.
feedback that was negative from people who know us that are surfers. And they're like, I remember one of our first impressions was, and he's a good friend, but he's also given us professional feedback, right?
Yeah.
And he does loans, and he's like, guys, it might not be a good idea to put out so much surf pictures, because then they might think that you have like that surf culture is kind of, is that smart? Because most guys think you're like yeah, dude, let's party.
Like, I'll show up at
Surf
and come
is
3
more
hours
important.
late.
Right,
Oh,
3
God.
hours later, we'll be there, man. Woo! And then never show up.
Yeah.
California style, and we're like, oh, you know what? At first I was like, I know what you're saying, but if we're not presenting who we are and also stepping up to the next level as professionals, doing what we're called to, what we know
And
we're
being
wired to, we
different,
practice.
like that we don't
Be ourselves.
Being ourselves. And it's
Right?
good to take feedback, but take it with a grain of salt.
Yes.
Like
yes.
we want now people know like that's who we are, and we
Right.
stuck with it. We stuck with our guns, and it's paid off, you guys.
Yes.
It's
Oh, man.
very, very rare that we get a client that isn't on the same like mindset,
Right.
like interest in what they do.
True.
They're purpose driven. Like
That's
I
right.
can't. If you get these 6 things that we're going over
Yeah.
in place,
Yeah.
you will have a brand that attracts those
So true.
kind of people you want to work with.
So true. Because here's what's paid off after 10 years in the making or more since then.
Not 10 years.
I mean, the little tiny
Okay, yeah,
idea,
yeah, from
right,
the-
to
yeah.
turn into what it is
You're right.
today.
You're right.
But yeah, we weren't always like exactly what we're doing today, but it developed and it
Yeah.
grew into what it is, and we got
Totally.
clarity, right? Did those 6 things that we're talking about the last few weeks here, and it's been, here's the payoff, is we've been able to step up to another level for other clients, the clients that are making 6, 7, 8 figures, and they've seen the quality of the work, and they're coming back because guess what? We've dedicated ourselves to that specific thing. We've focused on that one thing that we know we can do excellent.
Yeah, that's
at.
another thing.
Boom.
It's a great point, babe.
And then people are saying, okay, you know what? It is legit. And yeah, they might be surfers, or they might have that mentality of, hey, let's go to the beach. We enjoy the beach more than others. We don't maybe see eye to eye in that, but the companies are respecting that, and that's changed the view. That's changed the perspective of, which is what we were hoping for too, is we're going to show up as a culture that's not going to be the, yeah, dude, and then, not perform. We're going to do excellent work, and they're going to be like, oh, well, maybe, that these guys aren't
Maybe
so,
surfers
like,
can be a little serious.
Yeah.
But we're not total surfing. We have to.
Well, you might not be.
That was the thing.
Ooh,
That's why the new logo has a mountain and a wave, because I love the mountains. He loves the mountains too, but he's
I feel it in my heart.
he loves the wave.
Gina, it's the
Oh
big one.
gosh,
I feel it.
Quit it. And that's what. So, real quick before we wrap it up, I
Right.
want to get to the stories, because I feel like stories are powerful
please.
to
Yes,
to
please.
drive home the points. But there is this one, so I'm going to share this one because it's about both of us.
Are you about to get real?
I'm going to get real.
Okay.
There was, which we plan to start with the story. This is a very off the cuff morning. Thank you for
It
your
has
patience
been.
with us.
Yes.
But there was this one, it was in October in the fall, and we were going to a meeting to meet with some potential clients. And it was Mike's birthday. And and these clients, we met with them, and it was clear, like, oh man, they might be clients in the future, but they're not ready to like commit right now.
Yeah, that's right.
And it's hard to share, man. Okay, and
Go.
I remember
birthday
we
to me, right?
finished. Yeah, it was an awful birthday. That's why I'm sharing it. It's both of us.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and we we finished the meeting, and we were supposed to go, I think, to like a movie or do something to celebrate Mike's birthday while Alexander was still in school, free
Right.
babysitting.
Yeah.
But he was like, honey, we have to head home. And I was like, what's up? And he's like, I have to do something. So we go home, and I see him get on his computer. I'm like, what is he doing? And I see him like taking pictures of stuff and doing stuff. And he was taking pictures of some of his sound equipment that he was putting up on Craigslist because he needed to sell them in order for us to be okay and make it on his birthday. Like, that's the truth. Like, there were
Right.
times like that
Right.
financially, like we said, the finance part was the roughest, and then the marriage working together was the toughest. But then let me not leave it like as a low point. Like last month, we had a killer, and I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just telling you this for the person who's like, I feel like giving up.
Right.
Like, you're at that point where you're selling stuff on Craigslist to be able to make
Yes.
ends meet. Yeah, just last month, we brought in as much business as we had made in probably that year.
Right.
So
Right.
keep going. Do not give up.
Gosh.
and be gritty. Like, I have so much mad respect for this man sitting next to me because he did whatever it took. I remember in the very beginning, am I going to make you cry?
No, I will not. My eyes are just a little sweaty.
I
Is all.
know.
Just a little sweaty.
Whew, like,
But
yeah.
hey, one thing for sure, we can't stress it enough.
Yeah.
In the context of what she shared, yes, there were some tough moments, and we're expecting a sale, we're expecting someone to jump on and make that commitment with us, and at the same time, I was like ready to go. Okay, guess what? If they don't sign up, I had the backup plan.
Craigslist.
I didn't plan to do it that route, but that's what it had to be. And I'm like, wow, okay, we got to make ends meet. We don't want you guys feeling sorry for us. One thing,
No,
for sure,
and that's why I shared about last month. Like, we're
Yes.
doing. That's what I want
No
to
pity parties.
encourage. No, we're not. We are not going to play the victim. We never told anyone about where we were at the
Right.
because
No,
we're
no,
not
no,
about
no.
playing the victim card or playing. We're about
No.
working hard,
Right.
getting back up, and
Right.
the business is thriving. So
Yes.
that's what I hope you get that from the
Yes.
takeaway.
Yes.
Do not give up.
Huge.
And
Huge.
the success, you plant those seeds and
Mm-hmm.
success will follow. In our marriage, the first year, we'll do this, I wanted to kill him. He wanted to kill me. It was really rough. It was, you guys, I kid you not, it was
Madness.
really rough. But now it's amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. True.
we are perfectly in love. Just kidding.
Right on.
We have our moments still. But
Right.
it's amazing working together, wouldn't you say?
Yes, that is the craziest thing. We just mentioned this yesterday to a couple who was talking
Yes.
about potentially putting out this new idea. And their idea is amazing. It's awesome. And we're like, what? Like, you guys should be doing that. And they're like, but then it's like, we could be working together. And could be where I have 2 kids and 2 more on the way. And they're like, ooh, it could be a test. It could be hardcore. It could be, is it really? Do you think it's wise? Do you think it's smart? And, that whole questions, you could tell their questions,
Yeah.
a million questions going on in their brain.
And
But
Mike and I were like,
oh,
yes,
yeah, come on, let's do this. Like, don't stop, because we've seen the benefits. We've seen so many amazing things.
We love it.
Not only do we, have we seen great things happen from it, there has been the challenges, but those are the things that really have made us stronger.
Yeah.
And we've learned that lesson even from the day one after our getting married, and 3 days later going away from the usual, moving to a whole new country, knowing nobody. Well, we can't say we didn't know them. We didn't know them personally, even though they're relatives and have that like extended family, in Sweden, who were amazing to us. We didn't even know them, and they were helping us getting ready, getting planted. Mm-hmm. It was almost as if they were already kind of like, oh, they're coming to Sweden. We're going to have them move here. We're going to, things were getting set up for us to stay, and it was like, wow, it was amazing.
It was
awesome.
great.
And
And
it changed who we were.
It makes you great
right?
doing challenging stuff. That's why you work out. That's
Yes.
why you train, do stuff to train
yeah.
your body and
yeah.
put it under stresses so it gets stronger. And the same thing is when you launch your business, when you launch a new brand, it's like stress. It's working out those gritty muscles and those other muscles that might not have been used when you're working at a regular job. Like, yes, you might have all the skills, but then you might need to work up those, like the management skill and like the maybe the finance of running all of the finances for your business. Like, you were just, maybe working the finances for a project, but then running the finances for an entire company is different. So stretching and putting those other muscles under some stress, but then you will be turned into a powerhouse if you do not give up. So, man, you who's watching this, if you feel like giving up or if you feel discouraged, get back up. We got the Rise and Rise Again from one of the old Robin Hood movies. And the actual how it goes is it says rise and rise again until lambs become lions. And we just love it. Like, you have to rise, keep rising, keep rising. You might feel like a lamb right now. You might feel like just like weakling, but if you keep rising, you're going to make that shift and that transition to becoming a lion. And that's what we want to stress in this Maverick Monday. I know it was kind of all over the place a little bit, but That's our hearts. We want to encourage you
Right.
to keep getting back up until you become that freaking lion. Don't
Right.
give up.
Right. And just like today, the reason why we shifted things up was that, hey, wait a minute, we got to be able to be willing to adjust, be willing to go and go, yeah, you know what? I wrote this all out. We put this and prepared this for weeks, right? We've already got a plan. But if sometimes you feel like this is not the today's task, right? Actually, we need to move that. We got to alter that a little bit. I need to tweak it. I need to make a change on this, or even like what we've seen. We've seen some of the best speakers, and that's why we love doing this and getting on and sharing live, is because there's been those moments where we've even experienced someone going, hey, you know what? I had this all planned out. I was going to share this today, but scrap it. I want to get rid of it with you. I want to share something with you that just came right here to me today, this morning on the way here, right? Boom. And it was like this golden nugget that we were ready to take in. And we heard, because they were like, it's not just, it's off script. Like, this is reality. And that spoke volumes to us. So that's what we had just this morning. It was like, even last night, we were like,
Actually, last night.
right?
And to be honest,
last minute.
Mike fought me on it a little bit.
Right?
But
it was a battle.
He was like, yeah. And there are going to be those times where you just feel like, you know what? We need to share something different.
Right.
Or go a different route. And that's going to be in branding. You're going to think, you're going to need to make these micro adjustments as after you launch, and to like readjust and reassess, and it's just part of it. But
yes.
but get your gritty muscles strong, guys. Get those gritty muscles strong, and and don't be afraid to launch that business, to launch that brand that you've had on your heart, because it'll be amazing, and it'll be amazing even for family. Like as we're doing this, our daughter's watching. She's watched the process.
Boom. Watch the
and the
process.
lessons that she's learned through us, through mistakes, through our victories, is amazing. And she's launching her first business this summer.
She will be launching this summer. This is what we want to make sure to drive home before we sign off, because we're actually running out of time here. We want to make sure your muscles, right? Your long-term go after it kind of mentality, the mindset is there first, because I don't know how many times we've talked about this. The mindset is where it starts, and the mindset is where it ends. Every day, in and out, of each moment to moment, could it be sometimes where like you feel drained as soon as you get to your computer or your work or your business or your brand, you're about to do something and get into the groove, and you're like, whoo. Think about all you have to do, and your mind is already playing tricks on you. Like, man, I don't know if I can handle today. It's a lot to do, right? And we don't want the muscles, like those people that are walking around going, yeah, check this out. And you're like, whoop, massive. And you're like, just kidding, not really. We want to work out, get you motivated to get those muscles at the right tone, right? Shapely, hardcore, strong. And so you've got the ability to last on the days that you wake up and you're like, I don't know. And instead, your mindset is already ready to go. You are thinking, I'm going to do this today. I'm going to get up. I know I can. I have the ability to. I've put in the time and the work and the ability and worked out those muscles, your mind muscle, all the other muscles, ready to go. Ready to go. Just start getting to it. Start doing those things that
and
they
show
say,
up.
even the
show
small
up
things.
Every day,
right?
you guys. Show
every
up.
Day, right?
Even if you feel like you failed or you didn't get much accomplished, the key, just show up. Keep showing up. Keep sowing those seeds. Keep taking those steps each day. It will pay off. It will totally pay off, huh?
Right.
All the steps. You have to go all the steps.
Exactly.
And then you'll be at the finish. And remember, failure is never final.
That's right.
See, they listen.
Failure's not final. That's exactly what we close with.
That's a great closer, great
and
segue,
a great
girl.
transition, right, into it is not over. If it feels like it is, it doesn't mean it is. If it's you wake up and you know inside here, deep within you, you're like, I am doing this no matter what. That's what we want to get you to the point of, because failure is not final. It is not the final chapter. It is not over, because there is more to be done in the midst of crazy and hard and tough. And then the growth that comes out of that is so more valuable, way more valuable than you think, than we actually imagine. We actually have gone through as a family, right? All three of us, transitions and growth that is the toughest, the craziest, right? When we thought, oh, Alexander's not feeling well and throwing up, and we both are mentally tired, and we're like,
Yeah, there are going
oh
to be
my
beautiful
goodness.
days like that where
Right?
everyone, nothing's
Oh.
going well, and your kids are sick. Your
Right,
husband,
right.
your
Yeah.
spouse is tired. Just
Yes.
keep going, but keep going because it'll pass. They'll get better. You'll feel better.
Right? And we say
Yeah.
after a while, we say, we're going to put our fist up and say, we are not giving up. We are
We're
not
not
giving
giving
up.
up.
Yeah.
Right? We're going to
Not
rise and
giving up.
rise again until our
Until
purpose
is
is
fulfilled.
fulfilled. Right? So,
Oh, and have
guys,
fun. Have
yes.
fun, you guys. As you
Enjoy it.
launch your brand and as you're doing this, don't take yourself and everything so seriously. Enjoy the process. Have fun
Mm-hmm.
and be you and enjoy it.
Boom.
It's a journey. It's meant to be enjoyed, right?
That's right. Enjoy the process. We know that every step is a process, especially
Yeah.
when you take it seriously. It's not. It's not.
I don't want to get wild
Now
laughing.
we're getting
No,
goofy.
but hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a great one, guys.
And before
What's
we
up?
stop,
Yeah.
The
I
final point.
want to say
Yes.
the final point.
The last word.
What's
The last word.
What is it?
The last word is to never give up.
Right.
Perfect. Yep. That's it.
That's right. Right.
Never give up, guys.
Never give up. Have a great one. We'll see you on the next one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.